Oh, actually. That was a big burp, wasn't it? Hello. Hello. It says there's lots of you there, but I can't see anyone yet. Oh, hello, Jacqueline. Afternoon, Mr. Scott. How are you? She says, I'm good, thank you. Except you come back to land rather than sea, and your hay fever starts. Hello, Vianne. Hello, Elaine. Welcome back, she says. Claire says, nice cruise. Gorgeous. Thank you, Claire. Hello, Sailor, says June. How are you? June is busted out all over. Hello, Pauline. Welcome back, she says. Bethan. Brynhorndar. Brynhorndar to you too, my love. Catherine says, good afternoon, everyone. Gaynor is in, everybody. Afternoon, all. Vianne says, how are you? I'm good, thank you. So this is afternoon, John. Sue Johansson says Brynhorndar too. I know what that means now. Lynn says, good afternoon. Denise says, hello, sailor. How are you? How is everybody? Welcome back. You look great. I'll tell you in a minute, Yvette. Everyone said you put £10 on a cruise. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Margaret, Mini Baby Bell says, afternoon, John, from us both. Welcome home. Derek says, aye, aye, Captain. Jan says, ahoy there, missed you. Did the cruise go well? Yes, it did, Vianne. Brilliant. You need to book next year's. Are you absolutely exhausted? I am, June. I'm absolutely knackered. Brenda says hello. Oh, Ali says hello. Now she's just messaged me. She's torn a ligament in her knee. She can't go anywhere. Donna says, afternoon, John. Welcome back. Helen says, John, welcome back. Welcome home to hay fever, says Bernie. Helen says, welcome back, John. Have the cats acknowledged your return? No, they're fine. They're really, really cozy. No, they're good. Fran says, good. Welcome back, John. Princess says, hello, John. Nice to see you back. Anne-Marie says, hello, John. Tumbledown Quilt says, hello, John and all. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh, there's over 100 of you already. Marie says, afternoon, John. Hope you had a lovely cruise. How the cats? They're absolutely good. Michelle says, hello, welcome back. Marie says, hello, John. Hope all is well. Karen from Wigan, afternoon. You are my silver lining. Oh, what's happened? What's happened, Karen? Victoria says, hi, John. Nice to see you. Jacqueline says, I have horrible hay fever at the moment. How you can have, I don't not take my antihistamine, Jacqueline. I take it all year round. Isabel says, hi, John. Oh, here you go. We eventually got home, Linda and Isabella. Oh, how are you? Oh, God, long way to go. Didn't know you had such a posh surname, Isabel. Tractor says, welcome home, John. Great to see you back. Neve says, welcome back. Glad you're all back safely and had a ball. I can't tell you how brilliant it was. I mean, I was so stressed before we went. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Carol said, everyone, hope you enjoyed the cruise. Sue Johansson, loved the cruise. Oh, she said to me, I'm the Sue Johansson that you keep saying Johansson to. Chris is home as well. Look, hi, John, I've done it. You've not booked for next year, Chris, have you? Is that what you mean? Hello from Cardiff, John. Good to see you back. I've missed you on Sewing Street. Thank you, Lynn. Karen said I had a rubbish day to craft fair, but home early and I'm able to join you, my silver lining. Oh, Karen, was nobody there? Oh, it's bank holiday weekend. That's why. You look well. Do you feel well? Yeah, I do, Helen. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered, but I do indeed. Annie says, hi, John. Hope you had a fabulous time. Could you not see from the pictures what a good time we were having? Liz says, welcome back. Now, Liz, you've been away this weekend as well. I just noticed it on Facebook. Heather, hello, John. Thanks for a wonderful cruise after such a long drive. Oh, my pleasure, Heather. It was lovely, wasn't it? Leslie, they're all coming in. Hello, John. Yeah, John. Erica says, hello, John. Welcome back. Anne says, hi, John. Nice to see you. Look like you had a great time. I can't tell you how brilliant it was. I cannot tell you. In fact, it gets a little bit emotional at the end when you have to leave and say goodbye. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Sylvia, she had a fantastic cruise. She's knackered today. How can I book for next year? You can't yet, Helen. You can't yet. In a few weeks' time, it'll be announced. But I can tell you it's in October. It's not till next October. Hi, John. Glad you all had a wonderful time, says Julia. Carol says, welcome back, John. We've missed you. Susan says, afternoon, John. Looking forward to hearing all about your travels. And yeah, now I can't stay too long today because I've got friends staying. Oh, it is what I mean. Chris is coming next year, even though he went, I don't do heat. I don't do heat and I don't do heat. Marie, where's that one gone? Hope you had a fabulous cruise. Jennifer says, lovely to see you. Christine says, hello, gorgeous. John Scott saying, well, great to see you back. Karen said, missed you on TV, saved me some money. Yeah, but have you seen how many days I'm on coming up? Oh no, I thought I was back in tomorrow. I have to say, I was saying to everyone, back on Tuesday. I'm not, I'm back on Wednesday. But then I'll tell you later, I'm in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know. And I don't know what I'm in after that, actually. That's June, isn't it? That's June. I can't believe it. Anyway. Janet, thank you for a brilliant cruise. Lots of love. My pleasure, Janet. Angela, they're all in. Angela's in. She was on the cruise as well. Fran, didn't think you were holding court date. I put it on Facebook. Fran, big sign thing with waves and everything like that. This is from the cruise. I nicked this from my fridge on the cruise. Mum and I had a wonderful couple of days in Whitby and we're off to Llandudno on Thursday. I love Llandudno. Kim, hello, Kim. How are you, my lovely? Who's that? Princess says, I've had an email from Stone Street saying we've missed you, stranger, because I've not been buying since you've been away. Oh, I didn't know they sent those out. I can't wait to hear all the gossip, says June. There was no gossip. We were all so well behaved. Let me just turn my phone on. Chris, it was a really fantastic week, wasn't it? I'm knackered, my body hurts. Yeah, because I had to come straight home and have my guests and everything. I haven't had time to think about it yet. Hello, John. Fabulous cruise, says Pam. Oh, thank you, Pam. Erica, yeah, it's going to be a good week on Sanctuary. Judy in Kyneton, she's in as well. She's in. My word. I think the whole cruise is in, aren't they? Jeanette, wonderful cruise. Thank you. Oh, Jeanette, thank you so much. Oh, Princess, no, this isn't for the cruise. This is, Princess hasn't shopped at Stone Street for so long, she's given them a 10% discount. Don't tell people that, Princess, because nobody will buy anything this week, or to get 10% discount next week. Brenda says, I love the cruise. Everyone's in, Brenda. I love the cruise. You'll never walk so much in 1 week. I was just saying that to my neighbour. My neighbours were here who go on cruises. And I said, the walking, and that was just on the ship. I went back to sleep at lunchtime for an hour to recover. Christine, Ruby, yep, great cruise with John. Said Judy says, what a great week. Thanks to John and Daniel. Edna. Good afternoon. Fantastic crew. Washing done. Just got to iron it all now. Oh, don't bother, Edna. Leslie said we had a fantastic time on the cruise. Oh, it wasn't it brilliant? Wasn't it just brilliant? And I mean, it was made brilliant because of the people that were on it, obviously. We got home, Sally here. We got home at lunchtime yesterday. Lots of washing. Sorted out my goodie bag. Thank you. I've literally just put away the last batch of washing. Because how many shirts do you get through? Well, how many shirts did I get through? There's so many. And also, Luther had been very, very sick, both on my bed and on the spare bedroom floor. I've checked the average temperature of when we're going. It's 23, so I should be okay. We'll get you a fan, Chris. You'll be fine. And hi, John. I had a wonderful time. Thank you to you and Daniel. It's everybody from the cruise here. Jean from the cruise. Hi, John. Great cruise. I loved it. I'm still swaying today. Fabulous time together. How lovely is this? Oh, thank you so much for all coming in. Julie Vaughan, you'll have to come next year, Julie Vaughan. Glad you all had a blast. We had a fantastic time. And for no particular, you know what I mean? No, I don't mean no reason, but you know what I mean? June, isn't it lovely? You can put faces to names now. It is. It is. Oh, I'm right thirsty today. So, I'll tell you very quickly about the cruise. The 2 days before I went, didn't sleep. I was stressing, thinking, what happens if everyone hates it? What happens if they don't like each other? I'd never been cruising before. I'm thinking, what happens if I'm sick every day? No need to worry at all, because I stayed in a hotel the night before, and then the next day, Daniel messaged and said, oh, I'm on the ship already. Come now. Heather, hello, fellow cruisers. We're a lovely group. Thanks for making it so memorable. That's what I was going to say, Heather. It was the people that made it, wasn't it? Anne-Marie said, we had a great time. Can't wait till the next one. Oh, my word. Louise says, oh, I'll come next year. Yeah, next October it is. Next October. Anyway, let me just tell you, are you hooked on cruising now? No, I think I'm more hooked on the group feeling. I don't know if I'd be any good going on my own. No, I'd go on my own in a group like that. But I don't know if that would be my family holiday every year. I just think I'll save it and have a lovely group of people like we did this year. So you pull up to the port and there's a snake of cars all trying to park and you think, oh, I'm going to be here forever. Anyway, it moves really, really quickly. Derek, loved your phrase about herding cats on. Oh, it was a nightmare, Derek. So got to the end of the queue. A young lad came up to me, took my picture in the car, said, you, John Scott? I said, yes. He said, give me your keys. I'll give you this bit of cardboard. We'll see you in a week. And then literally you get out What's that noise? Literally, you get out and you're at the terminal door there. You just give your bags to somebody and you don't need to, and then you wander through. That's when I saw Angela in the queue. She'd had a John Scott Cruising t-shirt printed that she was wearing. Fiona, hello. Oh, Fiona was in the room next to me. Cabin, mini suite next to me. She was in 718, I was in 720. Angela's watching in the train on the way back to Southampton for round 2. You're going back? I didn't realise you're going back so quickly, Angela. Anyway, so she was there. She waved at me. I got into my car, went in thinking, where am I going? Where am I going? Yeah, it was just like a big family cruising with everyone. Wasn't it, Jean? Wasn't it lovely? Jean got me those lovely hankies. I'll put up the picture on. Oh, they're not in here. They're in the room. Be like when I took students abroad. Yes, Derek. Yes, they were like having a kindergarten. But anyway, what happened is then I saw Christine and she said, come on, Christine had come all the way from America, right, to go on the cruise. It's easy boarding at Southampton, isn't it? Yeah, so we then went on. I was in the blue lane and I couldn't understand why people were getting green tickets, but they're obviously important people because they were whizzing through. Anyway, there's no waiting. You just wander around, you get your little, oh, I haven't got it, it's all downstairs. You get your little fob that you use for the whole week. Steve Siev says, I'm glad to be back. Why, where have you been, Steve Siev? Anyway, so then you can't go to your cabin straight away. So I met Daniel up on we went on the atrium, one up from the atrium, and there's waiters and waitresses everywhere, and you get a drink and you fob it and you do all of that. Then they announced the rooms were ready to go to, so we wandered to our room, which was miles, well, not our room, I had a room, Daniel had a room, and then Fiona had the room in between us. Helen, hankies look gorgeous. They are, Helen. I don't think I'll use them. They'll just be for special occasions. So then you get to go to your room, and I had a mini suite with a balcony and everything like that. And then I met Daylin, who was my lovely room steward. She looked after me. I mean, the service is just incredible, isn't it? Anyway, on that first afternoon, so you wait for your bags to come to your cabin, and they say it could be up till 6 o'clock. Mine weren't there straight away. And then literally minutes later, Dan's in, Dan and Craig. Hello, Dan. He had a great time. He had a lovely time. Oh, it was so lovely to meet everybody. And it was Dan's birthday and Craig's birthday while we were on the cruise and everything. Am I glad to be back? Yes, I am, Steve. But it was lovely. It was such a lovely, lovely time. Anyway, that afternoon we had our welcome where everyone get their goodie bags and everything like that. And the lady who ran all the events, lovely, I think she was Danish or Swedish or something like that, said, oh, don't put them all out. She said, we have these all the time. Hardly anyone turns up for them. Getting to the right muster station is fun. Oh no, Julie, that was like, we didn't practice that, but they said, not everyone's gone to the muster, not everyone's checked in at the muster yet. Brenda, the staff on board were fantastic too. My granddaughter and her partner, here we go, befriended one of the waiters who patiently waited to give them both a hug and a kiss before we disembarked. Oh, Brenda, they were used to seeing you in the hot tub every day. That's what it was. Anyway, so let me think what happened next. So then, she said, not everyone will turn up. Fiona says hi. Oh no, Dan. Fiona's saying hello, Dan. She's talking to you, not to me. Annie says, welcome back. So anyway, so we had our welcome party thing. And the events lady said, oh, don't put all your goodie bags out. Not everyone will turn up. Anyway, everybody but one. Anne didn't turn up, did she? Anne didn't turn up because she was fast asleep. Anyway, she turned up right at the end for a goodie bag and everything. So we had a lovely meeting where we all got on. Then we went to dinner for the first night. And then the next day we had a stitch and bitch while we were at sea. And in the goodie bag was Sophie cross-stitch kit. So we all sat. And it was just like, I mean, we were all strangers. And everybody just sat down in the room and just got on. It was like, oh, Julie's here. Now, Julie was at a big charity ball last night in Birmingham. Raising money for Maggie's. I have to think then, because I saw Annie's name. I was going to say Annie's. For Maggie's. And Mike sent a little video of her doing a speech. Did ever so well. What are the shows like on board? What did you see? Well, I'm kind of that, Julie Vaughan. So then, was there a show on the first night? I can't remember now. Anyway, I didn't like the show on the first night. It was 4 people, a German, a Swede, and 2 English people. It was 3 girls singing and a drummer. And they said, oh, we haven't got any instruments apart from the drum. We're going to make sounds like you've never heard before. And then they just sang some songs. It was fine. But I was like, it's not Jane McDonald, is it? And, Anne, hi, everyone. I've still got sea legs, gentle swaying, washing all done. Lovely gift bag from John. Oh, hang on. Great memories made with my daughter and our partners. Oh, and didn't we have a lovely time? Didn't we have a lovely time? I saw your ship on Saturday mornings. I took the ferry to the Isle of Wight. It was huge. Not as big as the one behind us, Susan. The one behind us was enormous. And the one next year is even bigger. What was in the goodie bag? Well, ask the ladies who got them what was in the goodie bags. Lots. You can't buy the goodie bag for love nor money. It's an exclusive to the cruise only. Oh, I didn't like I didn't like the costumes. I'll tell you. So that first night, they were just in ordinary clothes. Hello, Nikki. How are you? Nikki was there as well. Anyway, so that was the first night show. Then we did our Stitch and Bitch next day. Basically, we just had a lovely time. Nicola, hello from sunny blustery Norfolk. Love hearing about the cruise. Photos look fab. It was. Hillary, welcome back. I've never been on a cruise. It's on my bucket list. Just need someone to go with. Yeah. What about hubby, Hillary? Oh, Odyssey. That's what they were called. Thank you, Chris. They were called Odyssey. It was nice enough, but I was like, not Jane McDonald, is it? Anyway, the next night, there was this, the singers and dancers from the cruise did this one, and it was all set in a bar. And that was brilliant. It was all about two people meeting each other on swiping on the app and everything like that. And that they didn't stop to talk. It was just literally singing and dancing. And they were all in jeans and hoedown things. So that one was fine. Then the next night, Jean loves her mug. Just had a lovely cup of tea this morning. Well, they got one each because there were two of them, yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, yes. So then the next night, I don't think I went the next night. Was the next night Dan, the cruise director? I didn't go to his show. Then the next one with the singers and the dancers was it's on June's bucket list. Next October, June, and afternoon. There's 209 of you watching now. Marie, have you got a cocktail in your hand, Marie? I'll tell you about Marie in a minute. She's Welsh. I'll tell you in a minute. Anyway, so the next show we went to see was one set in now I know nothing about gaming or anything like that, but it was a man who fell into a game and he went through all the different things. And then that was the night was that the night I didn't like the costumes? No, I saw another one, the rock opera one, Basically, the costumes were designed by somebody who was learning to design, so there were jarring, lots of people wouldn't have even noticed, but lots of jarring mistakes. Like they were all in silver and grey and one woman was in gold. And then there was another one where they were dancing and he pulled her dress and it changed into a different dress, but nobody noticed because the difference. Anyway, that's by the by. The singing was brilliant. The girl with the black hair, her singing was brilliant. And there was one boy, he'd obviously had his costume fitting and then put on a lot of weight and none of his costumes fitted. Yeah, we were on the Sky Princess, Anne. Helen says, my husband wants to go on the next one. He's a better sewer than me. There you go, Helen. Next October. Oh, hubby won't go on water. You'll have to get a friend to come then, Hillary. Christine says, John's expert critique of the costume. Where are you going in October? The Mediterranean. Yes, it was Dan the next night. I didn't go to that one. Silver jeans and crop top with a mic pack and ordinary jeans button. Oh, yeah, Chris didn't like them either. That was Odyssey. Donna says, on my bucket list. Hopefully we'll go again next year. Get to go on one next year. The other Jan says, afternoon, lovely to see you all back. Jan, were we near you? Did we go past you on the ship? Because you're down at the bottom, aren't you? Not Portsmouth. Can't remember where you are now. Judy, my sons were here earlier and loved my cruise tales. They said what a good size the mug is with a nice big handle too. There you go. I can show you the mug. This is the mug. You can't buy these. You can't buy these. Only people that were on the cruise have got these. And my lovely room steward, I gave her mine. Anyway, it was like, I can't tell you, the whole group just gelled together so easily. And it was lovely. And at dinner at night time, I tried to get to as many tables as I possibly could. Dan and I had to go to one of the posh restaurants one night. We had a meeting about next year's cruise and everything. And I kind of missed everybody. But we ate at 6 o'clock, so I was able to get to the dining room when everyone was there. It was just so lovely. Just, sometimes you kind of feel a bit awkward. There was none of that. I mean, October 26th. Yes, Margaret. Next October 26th. Mug is perfect for your first mug of the day. It's huge, says Fiona. Yep. I bet the cats missed you. Well, they had John and Chris here. They love John and Chris, so it's fine. Didn't stop them chucking up on the two of the bedrooms. Anyway, that's by the way. The whole thing, I'm not going to go through every single thing we did, but it was just, what was lovely was you could welcome back, Angela, thank you. Did you meet the captain? No, he came out to do the parade and everything like that. But I didn't meet him. There was now, There was one night, one afternoon, was it a night or an afternoon? I can't remember. There was an event going on, and that was like the captain's table, which was invitation only, which I didn't get invited to. When are you advertising your next cruise? In about 3 weeks to a month, I think we're going to be advertising that one. Annie's going to a cruise in Norway in July. Oh, are you going Sky Princess, Annie? Because that's the one we just did. Princess says, I hope I can make your next cruise next October 26th. Oh, you see, I've not been organised yet. I've left everything downstairs. Can't use mine as I collect mugs, so it's in the collection. Oh, Chris. Well, it'll be nice and safe there, won't it? Pearl. Hello, Pearl. Right, Pearl had her friend there, right? Oh, she's giving her a mug to hubby. Hinge and Bracket, they were called. It was Pearl and Glenda. Pearl and Glenda. And they know Jenny Raymond. Anyway, they were lovely. Anyway, wasn't Pearl, was it? It was Brenda that gave me seasickness tablets. Didn't need them. Didn't need them at all. And she had a little bangle that she wore and everything. Didn't need them at all. In fact, I quite liked it the day it was a bit rough. When we were like doing this a bit, like, I quite like that. The first night when you get into bed, you think you're a bit drunk. And I don't, as you know, I don't drink. But it was a bit kind of swayy like that the first night. But I slept so well. Anyway, as I was saying, what I loved was you could wander around the ship because we all had lanyards on with the John Scott Cruise on it and everything. I think other people on the cruise were like, who's that? Who's that? Anyway, so if you saw somebody with a lanyard, you knew they were part of the group. Anyway, we just chatted and sat and had coffee or cocktails. Marie, after the show every night, so we'd have dinner, then we go to see the show, and then we'd go to the bar. Daniel will go off to the casino or go and see the Rude Comedian or whatever. I would go to the International Cafe and get a coffee and cake and take it to my room. And Marie, Welsh Marie, she'd get a cocktail. Most nights she had one, I think it was an espresso martini, and on the last night she had one called the Butterfly. Oh, hang on. I missed the dinner last night. Our waiters were lovely, Jean said. It was great eating together, seeing everyone. It was Leslie John from South Shields. Oh. Jan says, no, you didn't go past Portland. We're west of Southampton. Or do we go the other way? Oh, Chris, look, it's on the 9th of October. I didn't even know that. It's on the 9th of October next year for a week. 9th of October. The details. So the details for everyone to come and get it will be in about 3 weeks to a month. 3 weeks to a month is when it goes public. We told the people on this cruise about it, but the tickets go on sale in about 3 weeks to a month. Glad to see you back, says Sam. Anyway, it was lovely. And then on the last day, so you pack your bags the night before, all your bags, you keep one bag, and you put your bags outside your room, and then the next day you all have to leave at certainly given a time when you have to get off, but they don't, because they have to get 4,000 people on as well as 4,000 people off. Yeah, a few people ask who John Scott was. Well, not everyone knows me, Chris. Not everyone knows me. In fact, Dan, the cruise director, had no idea who I was. Not bad. That was bad planning, wasn't it? Daniel was very upset about that. Hello. Luther's just come in to say hello. Hello. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So then you went downstairs, you got off the gangplank. No, it's not, Anne. No, it's not. I'm not allowed to give away any of the details, but no, it's not. I wish I didn't have trouble with my ears and balance. Can't do movement. Oh no, you'd be no good then, Jacqueline. Jeanette said, so glad we went before half term. So no, yeah, because this week, getting on yesterday as we got off, 500 children were getting on. 500 children were getting on yesterday. Oh, he's disappeared off again. Don't know where he's gone. Oh, there he is. Come and say hello. Come on. So glad you all had a fabulous time. So I was stressing so much that people wouldn't enjoy it, but it worked, didn't it? It just worked. It was so lovely. And I think that some friendships made on that are going to last forever. Do you know what I mean? Some people got on so well. It was really, really lovely. The whole thing was gorgeous and lovely. And then the weather was fabulous right until the end. How did you end up doing the champagne fountain? I know Rachel, that the captain did it, and then you could all go up and have your picture taken. So I didn't do, like, I was one of hundreds of people that went up to do that. But you weren't allowed to hold the bottle. The man who was pouring it, and you just had to put your hand on his hand, so it looked like you were doing the bottle. You weren't allowed to do the bottle. But anyone who wanted to do it could do it. And the photographer was on the steps over there, so you got your official picture and everything like that. So it was brilliant. I can't tell you. Absolutely loved it. And if anyone had said to me, "Oh, you're going to enjoy it that much?" I'd have said, "Well, I won't. I won't." It was just, I can't stop going on about how brilliant absolutely everybody was on it. And also, if you're thinking, and I'm not trying to sell next year, so I'm not doing a sale thing here, but when First Cruise messaged us, one couple asked me who you were, got quite excited as they love watching Poirot. Oh, that's nice. Jacqueline, that's what life's all about, making connections. Exactly. Anne says, so pleased you all had a great time and enjoyed yourself. We had a lovely time. Oh, yes. I'd love to go on, but we don't have anyone to go with. Oh, and also, I hate to say this, the single supplement is enormous. That's the problem. You scrubbed up well, John, in your black sequins. Everyone says that, Julie. The ship looked fabulous, June. It was. I absolutely loved it. Right, First Cruise, when we first put it out there, I just smashed all the glass on it clumsy. I think they were stuck together, Helen. Marie, yes, they were espresso martinis. We had to wait an hour and a half for 2 people that never turned up. Oh, what? When you left? Hang on. We had to wait hour and a half for 2 people that never turned up. You can't be talking about going drinking now, can you, Marie? Anyway. Cruise first. Yeah, Maureen, you don't need to know anybody when you get on, because this is what I'm about to say. Cruise first said they'd never seen so many single people book in one group. But nobody was made to feel like a single person. I hope that was my main thing, as I didn't want anybody to feel awkward or lonely, so we were there all the time. Daniel and I were there all the time. But the single person supplement is enormous. And I'm not making any bones about it. It really is enormous. So if you can find somebody to go with, I would suggest you do that. Jean, I loved it when the fabric shops were at the porticos. Oh, do you know what? On the first day, I said, I'm going to go and try and find this fabric shop. Suddenly, I'm in charge of everybody. We didn't get lost, but Oh, to go home. Marie had to wait an hour. Oh, I see you're on your bus or your car or whatever. 2 people didn't turn up. Oh, dear. Sylvia, I'm going to stalk Isabel and Linda. We never stopped for breath. We chatted like we'd known each other all our lives. That's what I was saying. You were the ones I was thinking of more than anyone. That's what I was saying. Like Marie in Wales. I'm going to be chatting to Marie in Wales forever and a day. Do you know what I mean? I need to know more about her son. I'll tell you another day, because he might be listening today. But she told us funny stories about her son. I think it was because everyone was meeting you. No, it was nothing to do with me. That would make me book and overcome my anxiety if I didn't have ear issues. Oh, that's very, very sweet. There you go, Gaynor. Not at all. I felt very included. Gaynor's gorgeous. We saw Gaynor in one of the fabric shops. Now, what town were we in? Copenhagen, right? And everyone had a little fat quarter like this. And Gaynor came around with a shopping trolley. I'm having this, I'm having this, I'm having this, I'm having this. It was so funny. We had to leave her there. Did Daniel enjoy it? A lot of organising from him. Oh, he loves organising. Who was that? Sorry, I think it was Julie Vaughan, wasn't it? Yeah, he loves organising. He gets a bit stressed over it all, but as long as he's got a casino to go to and he gets all these free cocktails, he's absolutely fine. Do you know what? He spent so much... should I tell you this? Because he'll be watching later. He spent so much in the casino, he got a free cruise. I know. Hi, John. Hope you had a lovely cruise. Did. Thank you, Pauline. Did you have a lovely birthday? I looked at single supplement. Yeah, and it's really expensive. Pics are great, says Pauline. Isabel says, our 6 p.m. flight was late leaving. Oh, no. So you had a long enough wait, because we had to get off the boat at 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, because the other people had to get on. And Isabel's flight had been pushed to the end of the day, but then it was even more later. Oh, God. At least you're home now. Fiona, loads of us made friends, so some would be happy to share to make it more affordable. Exactly, Fiona. Did you go ashore anyway? Yeah, everywhere. I went ashore at Christian Sand. I went ashore at that one there. We went through the whole town. I went ashore at Oslo. That was just me. I just went on my own then, just wandered around the port and everything, which is lovely. Changed so much. I haven't been there for 10, 12 years and it's changed so much. Got off at Copenhagen. We did a hop off bus in Copenhagen. Hang on, there's another one, isn't there? Have I forgotten one? We couldn't get off at Skagen. The Copenhagen one was we did the hopping off bus. I thought 10 of us might go. That's the picture when I'm trying to herd the cats. There were hundreds of us trying to get on the buses. I never get single person supplement. You use half the towels and bedding if you're in a single bed, but you don't eat for two. Also, Maureen, you don't spend for two. That's what it is. So they make it up, because if you think two people buying two cocktails, two this, two that, two the other, you're a single person, one here, one here, one here. So they don't make the money in the shopping. That's what it is. Anne says, we've made friends with a few people within the group. Linda and Isabel. See, they're very popular, Linda and Isabel, aren't they? Isabella. And Veronica. Oh, Veronica's gorgeous, isn't it? Got a sense of belonging with the bigger group. Everyone was lovely. Wasn't it lovely, Anne? It was so nice. Marie, here we go. I was on my own, but John was fab and everyone was so friendly. Thank you, Marie. But you had a nice time, didn't you, Marie? Also, everybody could talk. There was no shrinking violets in the group whatsoever. Everybody could talk. If I said that Judine Kyneton was one of the quieter ones, you'll know what I mean. What place yourself told you that? Beth Ann, here we go, Marie. Oh, look, Beth Ann saying, Marie Cooper, Pinhunda, Marie. Oh, see, everyone's made friends. Great birthday celebrated for 3 days, says Pauline. Marie says, Beth and Thomas says, hello, sweetheart. Fiona says, Christian Sam was the first port where I got fabric and yarn. Oh, yes. So she wanted, Fiona wanted this special Icelandic-y kind of yarn, which she got a really good price, but the pattern's all in, was it in Norwegian or Swedish or something, or Icelandic or something. It was lovely seeing you at the Little Mermaid statue. Oh, yes, Christine, that was nice. I didn't fall in the water, but when I stepped over the rock, I put my foot down into the water. When will I hear about the retreat? Sent an email. Oh, Maureen, you should have heard back by now. Hang on, let me write that down. I'll get Maureen Johnson. I'll get John Stone. What's he called? James from Searchfest should have rung you back by now. They haven't met us size before, then can spend money better than anyone. Well, Princess, that was the other thing, is in the shop in Christian Sand, they said normally when a cruise liner comes in, they have 3 or 4 extra people, because everyone went. Not everyone from the whole boat, ship, but everyone from our party went. And they were happy, but they said, you could have called us beforehand. And I said, listen to your till ringing. That's better than a phone call. Janny Haney says, so please you all had a great time. We were in Poland, then Arundel for a family wedding. Judy and Kyneton, cheeky. Norwegian, God bless Google Translate, says Fiona. Have you started knitting it yet? You got your needles out yet, Fiona? So, can you tell I enjoyed it? Can you tell I absolutely loved it? Sally says, hubby and I chatted with 2 ladies from the Isle of Wight. Didn't get the names. One was Paulie at the end. Are either of them here today? Oh, Sally, now which ones were they? I know who's from the Isle of Wight, because they said we've only got to get across the water. I'm wondering, oh, well, actually, Daniel's going to set up a website where we can, because on the first day and the last day we had pictures taken, and Daniel gets them all for free because he organised the thing, and he's going to put them on a website where you can download them for free. So I don't know if you can get in touch with people that way, Sally. I'm not sure. Anyway, I better get on. I knew you'd love the cruise, says Julie Vaughan. I did have a brilliant time. It went so quickly. It certainly did. It certainly did. Oh, Fiona's not started knitting yet. And you're buzzing, John. I'm tired. I'm tired. And like I've got friends staying and they've gone for a walk and I've got to ring them when I finished here to join them up. Here you go. Dan says we both had great birthdays on board. Veronica, I enjoyed every minute. I met lovely people and I finished my cross stitch. Veronica's gorgeous. She's so lovely, Veronica. I spent £70 in the fabric shop. Well, Chris, that's not my fault. Oh, Wendy says, hello, John. Hello, Wendy, my love. How are you? So let me just write down why I've written Maureen's name down. What's that called? Retreat. Right. So let me stop talking because I've got to ring them and join them. But let's talk about Same Street this coming up week. I thought I was back in on Tuesday, right? I'm not in on Wednesday. And it's Tina's birthday on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I've got Adam Brooks doing dressmat. Pam, Sally Ann is poorly, and I'm starting the sore throat. Thank you so much for asking us. Oh, there you go. There's Pam. Jacqueline, then back to work with the bump. Yeah, exactly. Wednesday, Adam Brooks doing dressmaking, Sam Sabido doing crochet, and Mandy Cameron doing crafty witches. That's a busy day, isn't it? Thursday, I had a fantastic time, Christine. I'm tired. And it wasn't stressful. After the second day, I wasn't stressed. But the first couple of days, I was like, it's because of me. These people have paid all this money. What happens if they had a horrible time? Nobody had a horrible time. That was Wednesday. Then Thursday, I've got Hayley West as my guest. And Sarah Keir Smith from Gecko Lounge. Adam is brilliant. It's Helen, he is, absolutely. And he used to be a cruise director, didn't he, on the cruise liners? So he used to do the job that Dan, the cruise what's it man, did on us. Then Friday, I've got Janet Clare. Oh, look, hello, Pammy, says Jean. Angela Moy had a birthday on the cruise, didn't she? Yes, she did indeed. There was also a wedding, there were 2 wedding anniversaries as well. I know, it was brilliant. Janet Clare on Friday. Hearing your voice excitement makes me so jealous. Would have loved to be on the cruise with you. Next year, Snobcat, next year, next October. Friday, Janet Clare, Anthea from Quilting Antics, and Yvonne from Village Fabrics. My God, I've got my work on my plate this week, haven't I? Then Saturday, I've got Alistair from House of Alistair, and I've got Sarah Patterson from Sewing Sanctuary. Then Sunday, now on my bit of paper, I had Lisa Lamb and Susie Duncan. But when I checked on the website last night, Lisa Lamb's gone off there. She's not on there anymore. So I've just got Susie Duncan on Sunday, the 1st of June. I could see Adam as cruise director. I bet he was great. Do you know what I'd have loved to have done? A younger me. I can't sing, so I wouldn't be able to do any of the musicals. But thanks for replying. I'll send a request if you don't mind. Hope Anne feels... Oh, that's Sally talking to the others there. Yay, all add each other as friends. I did a few people as friends over the course of the week. So that's quite a week, isn't it? And then on Sunday, that's next Sunday is the 1st of June. So we're in my birthday month then, aren't we? It's a bit frightening, isn't it? Anyway, that's all of that. Has anybody got any questions before? I'm going to sign off in a minute, only because I've got people to join on the walk and everything. Let me just do this. So, have any of you got any questions? Don't forget, you're going to need a holiday. I know. After the cruise and after this week as well, Sue. I know. Has anybody got any questions they want to ask before I go? I was messaging with a different travel agent this morning. She was so jealous that I'd met you. Oh, what travel agency were you with, Chris? Blimey. Anne, hope you feel better soon, says Heather. Pam says, would love to hear from you. Oh, they're chatting to each other. I'll speak to Anne later and pass on your best. That's like Pam and Anne. So, anybody want to ask me anything before I go? It's been a very quick one, I know. Well, it's been half an hour and I haven't stopped talking. Are you at any quilt show later this year? Yeah, I'm doing a Festival of Quilts on the first day. Which I think is the end of July, isn't it? Oh. No. Oh, hang on. Have I got this right? Yeah, Thursday, the 31st of July, I'm at Festival of Quilts. I doubt it, Julie. Derek says, Sewing Sanctuary back so soon, I've not started her shirt yet. Well, I think it's because she did have some fabrics. I don't know what she's doing. I have no idea what she's doing this week. But yeah. Right, any more questions? Any more? I'll be here next Sunday, I'm saying, glibly. Where are we? Next Sunday. Hang on. Next Sunday. Oh yeah, 1st of June. Of course it will be. What have I got written down there? Yeah, I'll be on work, but I'll be here. Oh, Dulce's here from Budapest. Dulce's watching from Budapest. What are you having for your tea tonight? Not sure yet. Not sure, but I could be using my new air fryer. What are you doing for your birthday? I'm going to Spain, Kim. I'm doing a show. I've got my Sewing Street show's got 4 birthday shows. I've got Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th, Sunday the 15th, and Monday the 16th. They're all, and then I'm flying to Spain, straight to Spain. Heather says 31st July, thank you. Thanks for a great week, says Christine. Julie's doing a course with Jules. Christine says, Gary not able to come to Festival Quilts with this year as he's working, but my youngest daughter will be with me. Sue says, enjoy your work. We'll catch on Wednesday onwards. See you at Festival. We will indeed. Jean's never touched her cross stitch. Oh, you can give it to somebody as a gift. I gave mine to my room steward. I didn't know they delivered parcels on. Is it Sunday this is, isn't it? I've got a holiday. I'm back to the caravan on Friday. I was chatting with the agent for the other group cruise I've been on. Chris, you never stop going on holidays. I got a new double air fryer. Yeah, I got the tall, thin one, Christine. Helen says, Dulcie Scott, are you the same Dulcie who lives in Castleside near Consett? Yes, it is, Helen. It is, and she's got a sister. Oh, why's my brain gone blank? Dulcie's sister, who's got her 2 sons. Anyway, how are you getting on with the sparkling water machine? Jill, I love it. Absolutely love it. And I've bought all the flavoured drops to put in them now as well. When's my birthday? 19th of June. 19th of June, Sibs. Yeah, my birthday is. I'll be 65. It's worrying, isn't it? Anyway, listen, I'm going to go because I've got to join the walk. I'll see you here next Sunday. I'll see you on Sewing Street on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Then I've got a few days off. Anyway, I couldn't thread the needle, John. Oh, no, Pam had to thread it for me. Jean, you're a sewist. Oh, Anne's got the tall air fryer as well. It's fabulous. Well, it only takes up a small space on the counter, doesn't it? She used to give me horse riding lessons. What, Dulcie? There you go, there you go. Yes, it is her, it is her. Amy is the sister. Amy is the sister. Judy says, lovely to meet so many fellow sewers on the cruise. Hope to meet you up at Festival of Quilts. Thank you, John, for your upbeat chat. So nice to hear you all at the festival. We had a brilliant time, Kim. Bye, says Sue. Bye, says Victoria. Claire says, thanks for the chat. Yeah, take care, everyone. I don't know what I'm having for my tea yet, but I'll put it in the air fryer. I've got some arancinis from Waitrose. Oh, no, let me tell you this as well, right? So I've ate cake and I've eaten 3-course meals every night. I've had breakfast every day. I've had cakes in the afternoon. I've had soy vanilla lunch. My sugar levels will be ridiculous, right? I got on the scale this morning because Julie said, oh, everyone puts 10 pounds on a cruise. And I was like, yeah, that'll be right. I've lost 5.5 pounds. I lost 5.5 pounds on the cruise. How? I do not know. Anne loves her new Juki. Carol says bye-bye. Heather says have a restful few days. Take care and sleep well tonight. I will, thank you. Hilary says bye. Fiona says bye. Christine says enjoy the rest of your day. Lynn says bye to everyone. Thanks for the catch-up. My pleasure. So I'll see you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Sewing Street. I'll be here. Bye, Nikki. I'll see you here next Sunday at the normal time. Maureen, I'll make sure that James called you and that you haven't heard from him. Bye and have a good night's sleep. I'm eating the Primal Fibre. Oh, are you, Susan? I've got to start that one now. Sylvia, £41. Oh, no, £4 on for Sylvia. It was nothing of you, Sylvia, that's why. Denise says, thanks for the chat. Jean says, take care off to my granddaughter's birthday party. Margaret says, Sewing Street are baking you back in gently. Not. No. See you next week. It's all the walking, says Victoria. I think it is. Christine says, wave. Sue says, did you walk around the ship? Yes. Walking, those ships are huge. Yes. £5.5 was, what was your secret? Cake and coffee and 3-course dinners every night. What have I put? Oh, hang on. Oh, Heather put 5 on. Bet Dan lost more. There's nothing off Daniel to lose, though, is there? Fran says, best wish to all. Annie says, all that walking. Prince says, all that walking. Anne says, place had a good time. Maureen says, thank you. Helen says, look forward to seeing you on Sewing Street Wednesday. Bye. Lovely Dan, the gardener. He's gorgeous. They both are. Dan and Craig are both gorgeous, right? Brenda says, bye, John. Have a great bank holiday. Michelle says, lost weight. I'm coming next year. CCF says, bye-bye. Anne says, lost weight. Must have been all that walking. The lifts are the only thing that let the ship down. Oh, weren't they complicated? Pam says bye all. Chris says bye all. See you again soon. The other Jan says bye. Enjoy your walk. It's just getting a bit windy now. Margaret says bye, John. Have a lovely evening. Thank you. I will. Judy and Kind says, sorry, just forgot to say my new Elna 680 was here when I got home. Blimey, you're treating yourself, aren't you, Judy? From Kyneton. Nearly said your whole name then. Right. Take care, everybody. Bye, Sally, my love. Thank you, all you cruisers. Thank you for giving me the best ever first cruise experience. It'll be hard to beat that, won't it? Because it was just fantastic. Bye then. Take care, everybody. Hope you have a lovely week. And Pearl, all keep in touch. We will, Pearl. Well, I can't wait to see Jenny Raymond to get all the stories about you two. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely week. And I shall see you during the week on Sewing Street and back here next Sunday. I don't drink. Oh, yours, Heather. Must have been all the alcohol because I don't drink at all. Anyway, I'm going. Take care. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye.